Johannes Gutenberg was a German inventor who was considered a pioneer in the development of modern printing. His invention of movable type printing in the 15th century revolutionized the transmission of knowledge and information and had a profound impact on human development. Here is the detailed story of his life and invention. Gutenberg was born around 1400 in the city of Mainz, Germany. His full name was Johann Gensfleisch zur Leyden Gutenberg. He was born into a middle-class family. His father was a goldsmith and a prominent figure in their community, which helped Gutenberg acquire precise skills in craftsmanship and metalwork. There are no official records of his formal education, but it is believed that he received a good education that allowed him to work in various trades. In his youth, he moved to the city of Strasbourg, where he engaged in several artisanal trades, such as mirror and jewelry making. In the early 1440s, Gutenberg began developing his revolutionary idea of printing with movable type. At that time, books were either handwritten or printed using carved wooden blocks, making book production slow and extremely expensive. Gutenberg's ingenious idea was to create movable metal type, which could be arranged and reused to print multiple texts. He also invented a printing press based on the technology used in winemaking. This new system allowed him to print text faster and more accurately than the traditional methods. To finance the development of his press, Gutenberg borrowed money from a wealthy businessman named Johann Fust. However, Gutenberg faced significant financial difficulties, and eventually, he entered into a legal dispute with Fust over the debts. In 1455, Gutenberg achieved his greatest accomplishment, the printing of the Gutenberg Bible, also known as the 42-line Bible. This edition was the first book printed using movable metal type and is considered one of the rarest and most valuable books in history. Printing this book was a milestone in the history of printing and literature. Using his new technique, Gutenberg was able to produce multiple copies of the Bible quickly and with high quality. This was a tremendous advancement for the time, as it made it possible to disseminate knowledge widely and rapidly, contributing significantly to the Renaissance and the Protestant Reformation. Despite his great achievement, Gutenberg did not benefit financially from his invention. In the mid-1450s, he entered into a legal dispute with his financial partner Johann Fust. After the dispute, Gutenberg lost many of the printing tools and equipment he had developed due to debt. In his later years, Gutenberg received some royal recognition from Prince Adolf II, who granted him a modest pension in appreciation of his achievements. However, Gutenberg died in relative poverty on February 3, 1468, in Mainz. Gutenberg's invention of movable type printing is considered one of the greatest innovations in human history. Printing helped spread knowledge at an unprecedented speed and played a major role in the advancement of education and culture. It also had a pivotal role in the European Renaissance and the Protestant Reformation. After his death, his technology continued to evolve and spread across Europe, leading to a massive increase in book production and the spread of ideas. Today, Gutenberg is recognized as one of the greatest inventors in history. His name is forever linked with the beginning of the modern printing era, and many libraries and cultural institutions around the world preserve copies of the Gutenberg Bible as a symbol of this historical transformation. Johannes Gutenberg was a creative inventor whose invention changed the course of history. Thanks to printing, ideas and knowledge became accessible to a larger number of people, paving the way for a cultural and scientific renaissance across the world.